Betul. Royal Air Force Police and their dogs are here to delight us tonight. Talking us through their act, Sergeant Tosh Thomas.
At the far end of the arena, you can see Air Dog Zara and her handler, Corporal Andy Price. Zara beginning her ascent of these 18-rung builder's ladders, listening to the commands of her handler all the time. Nearly halfway there. Okay, have a look around, have a rest, compose yourself. This is the most difficult bit, and that's coming down. Zara will go all the way to the last rung. Air Dog Zara! And now we have the wee frame. Just wait and see what happens next. There's Tanya whisking in and out of the red frame, all the way to the far end, building up in speed all the time, and into the arms for a finish. Thank you, Tanya and Corporal Andy Wardley. And now we're going to have a competition, but with your help. And jumping for all the dads in the audience this evening, we've got Samson. So dads, get your lungs in order, big cheer. Come on dads, a big cheer, come on dads. Over he goes. Right ladies, you've got the idea. We need a big cheer for your dog, Quest and Steve Parsons. Ladies only, come on ladies. Boys and girls, I want the biggest cheer this evening for your dog, and that's Norris. Boys and girls, come on boys and girls. That's the way to do it. So, dads, please, a big cheer for Samson. Come on, dads, a big cheer. Come on, dads, a big cheer, a big cheer. That was pushing. I'm afraid I'm going to have to disqualify you. Ladies, are you ready? A big cheer for your dog, Quest. Ladies only, come on, a big cheer, ladies. Come on, ladies. Over he goes. Boys and girls, are you ready for your dog, Norris? Boys and girls, come on, boys and girls. Keep watching him over the top and keep cheering him. We move on now to 9 feet. There's something wrong with the scramble board. We'll just make sure it's completely safe before you put Quest over it. And what's going on? Quest, you're disqualified. Cheating. Right, we've got one dog left. I want everybody in the audience, mums, dads, boys and girls, a big cheer for Norris. Everybody a big cheer. Give a cheer in, and over he goes. Norris is our scramble champion this evening. As you all know, all animals have a natural fear of fire, but we have trained our dogs on the dog demonstration team to negotiate the fire obstacle line, showing no signs of fear, apprehension or nervousness of the smoke, heat or flames. And the first dog down the fire line is Ruffles and Corporal Eddie Clark, and here they go. And thank you, Ruffles. And now for Quest and Steve Parsons, and he certainly is moving down that line. And thank you, Quest. And now for Boot. He's one of the fastest dogs we've got. Thank you, Boot. And now for the highlight of our display this evening. We have one dog left, and that is Air Dog Tanya. And she is going to be asked to retrieve that blazing dumbbell along the length of the fire line. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Air Dog Tanya. That speaks for itself. The courage of the German Shepherd dog.
And every single one of these dogs was given to the RAF by members of the public. The RAF have more than returned the compliment by making them highly popular performers at public displays all over Britain, as the Queen Mother acknowledges tonight. Well now, a touch of apprehension in the audience, not surprising because this next act is one that roars its own approval. Not that it needs to, the word is out that it's one of the most thrilling displays in this year's tournament. The Royal Signals motorcycle display team, the White Helmets, are now in their Diamond Jubilee year. The first and best known motorcycle display team in the world, their performance is a highly skilled one. And that's just the start. I'm told that their closing speed can be as high as 60 miles an hour. They are known to slow down occasionally, but even that's pretty impressive too.
And now in quieter mode, the double jimmy, a double representation of the emblem on the cap badge of the Royal Signals, the winged god Mercury. This has been performed every year since they began in 1927. And there we see the tableau open to see 10 men on one machine. And on top, the officer commanding Captain Jonathan Turner with arms outstretched as they make their way round at the Warwick Road end, and the helmet of the inside man scraping the ground as they went around. And next we see the Irish Whip.
You will be relieved to hear that your chances of encountering these gentlemen on the public road are pretty slight. Believe it or not, only 6 of them possess motorcycle licenses, and only 1 actually owns his own motorbike. The White Helmets are proud of the fact that they use only British bikes. They drive a fleet of Triumph twin 750s. Noisy things, aren't they? That's Signalman Neil Evermy quietly asleep on the tank, while Lance Corporal Jim Nees does all the work. This is another trick requiring a high degree of telepathy between both men. And you can see from the way the front forks are jolting up and down that the arena surface is far from even.
And next we have the reverse ride.
And now, this is the most difficult and dangerous of all the rides. White Helmets say that if you're tempted to join up, all you'll need are guts, determination, peak fitness, quick reactions, and even temperament, and a lot of common sense. Oh yes, and be happy to live out of a suitcase for 3 months every summer. But there's always someone who's a few steps ahead. This is Lance Corporal Harry Rowden with a ladder bike. And he genuinely is steering it with just the weight and balance of his body. The bike doesn't have a steering lock, but it does have a fixed throttle setting.
Now it's up to the top and lower. Presumably see that now going through the
And now, direct from the year of the Queen Mother's coronation, the Royal Tournament proudly presents Dad's Angels. Their average age is 71. They last appeared in this show 50 years ago on the same 1937 vintage Rudge motorcycles. They've scorned the use of crash helmets because they wouldn't be parted from their pre-war caps or badges. And they haven't bothered with any extra insurance for tonight. They said it wasn't worth it at their age. The largest act, and indeed the hallmark of the Royal Signals White Helmets, is the 6-bike fan, or large pyramid as they call it. 22 men astride 6 unmodified Triumph machines. Now the corners are rather tricky. The outside bikes have to move much more quickly than those on the inside, which perform a slow and delicate balancing act. And the whole construction is held together by muscle strength and determination alone. And now the rest of the team return to the arena for a stylish finale. The team captain, Jonathan Turner, will salute to the backdrop of a double car jump. As far as the last couple of riders are concerned, 2 wheels is clearly one too many.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the hornpipe.
The hornpipe began in the days of sail, when men were on a 7-year commission, confined to cramped quarters with little exercise and pretty poor food. They soon became unfit, so a fiddler from the crew would coordinate the rhythm and effort as they turned the capstan or pulled on the ropes to hoist the heavy wet sails. The hornpipe became a naval dance to sea shanties, incorporating the various actions of sailors, like coiling a rope on the deck or coming down from the rigging. It's pretty infectious too. have to tell you that all is not as it seems here. This splendid kangaroo suit the Australians brought along for the occasion turned out to be too small for any of them to wear. So, hastily swallowing their pride, they agreed to recruit a mere pom to fill the pause of their national emblem. Step forward one Philip Corthley, a 17-year-old British gunner. There is one sight and sound that has become a legend in British naval history. In 1911, when our naval power was at its height, the newly crowned King Emperor George V, Queen Mary at his side, boarded the royal yacht to review the fleet off Spithead. No fewer than 240 ships formed into 9 lines, each 6 miles long. Among them, the flagship Neptune and the great battleships Illustrious and Invincible. And what impressed the spectators most was the sight and sound of all the ships in the fleet simultaneously firing one mighty royal salute. There has never been another like it. But there is another, more traditional naval salute that was also an integral part of the Spithead Review, the manning of the masts of the tall ships. And to end our evening, the display team from HMS Sultan revived this old courtesy for the Queen Mother here tonight.
You can see everyone looking at you, and you feel a lot taller than what you are. You feel really good.
I gather you've got a special reason for being pleased at being the button boy tonight.
Yeah, well, when I passed out of rally, my mother wasn't very well, so she couldn't see me pass out. So the reason I'm doing the button boy is so that my mother can come down and see me on the top of the mast, and hopefully she'll feel proud.